Sounder is playing with Mayans. Okay, let's pay attention to this for about 20-30 minutes. Okay, so this matchup, Sounder is playing with Mayans and he's playing against Hans. Okay, let's talk about. Okay, as Mayans, of course, you need to loom first and then start scouting. Okay, so far everything good. Probably the best thing for scouting is just control group 1 on the eagle or scout, and then 2 and 3 on the ships.
Shot it.
This looks familiar. Yeah, Cooper, we've done this last week or this week, I don't know. Okay, so everything is fine so far. Like he's scouting with the ships, scouting with the eagle. So let's see when soon it's gonna get a bit more interesting, I think.
Shot it. Shot it.
Okay, 6 guys on ship. Probably the strat here. Like Mayans got a very good archers and they can wall really good. So that's probably the strat. Like play really slow. So just like Chris played me in the Arabia game. But the thing is, you don't usually have good map control. So okay, this is a good boot line. Usually, like the other boot lines are really far away. So this is probably the best. Maybe here it's possible too. Okay, so he's pushing deer, Sounder is pushing deer, which is really good. He has all the ships, he knows where the 2 boards are. So everything, so far, everything good. Sounder Zilo is 1.4. So, like at this point, you need to have 2 guys on each lumber camp, on each side of the lumber camp, like 2 on this and 2 on this. So they don't mess around and they gather wood efficiently. Okay. Yeah. So far everything good. Hey El Manjar. Yeah, he's gonna push deer. Okay, so what's the score telling right now is that Rey Cabeza is also pushing deer because they are in a very similar score. So yeah, and in fact he's also pushing deer. So okay, 4 on wood. The next is going for the board. That probably means that he's going for an archer build. Okay, he needs to make the villager and make a house now. Yeah, he's probably gonna get cowsed if he doesn't make the house. And keep pushing deer and just lift up the villagers and make food. You can't have your TC idle, that's very important. You need to create this, you need to keep creating villagers. And like this is the first bad thing we are saying. Like he's gonna get cowsed, Sounder, and also like at this point when the wood is getting really low, you want to shift click the next one, so the guys don't do so bad. They keep gathering wood in an efficient way, doing each side and then shift click when the wood is really low. And also he's gonna need a house too, and he could do a mill too. So if he wanted to rush, probably he would do barracks before a mill, which is the best. Okay, this is a late house, which is fine. Okay, he's gonna scout now instead of keep pushing deer, which is fine. But the score tells the opponent is still luring deer, so everything is fine. He's going for the 3rd deer, while Sounder only pushed 2, which is fine. Okay, yeah, time to use the mill now. Yeah, it usually helps. This house. Well, he didn't need to get the war yet. He's still plenty of food. And sometimes another good thing, like if you think your opponent is gonna rush you, you wanna leave a tile in the mill so it's easier to wall your villagers in. It's much harder to wall your villagers in when you place the mill next to the berries. So that's a usually good tip. Like if you think your opponent will rush you, just leave a tile between berries and mill, and that will help you wall your villagers much easier.
Shot it. Tabish? Ashike? Tabish? Shot it. Ashike.
Okay, so he sees what's going on. It's very important at this point to see if he has 3 on wood or 4, because 3 would probably say scout opening, 4 will say archers or whatever, not a scout opening, and also not a militia opening. So that's very important because it can tells you a lot about what the opponent will do. But just knowing how many guys, how many villagers he has on wood, and by 3 it's mostly scouts. Just a small tip. Okay, now losing, yeah, losing the eagle is really bad. Just like I did against my game against Doubt, like you have no vision or no information of what your opponent is doing, and that's a really bad thing. You really kind of want to know what's going on. I mean, scouting gives you a lot of information and gives you enough time to react to just to what the enemy is doing. So that's a bit bad, but and probably need another one more in this side in the middle, like 2 and 2. So at this point, like I mean, he didn't get any information, but he knows the goal, so he can scan the goal. Not really scan, but later on he can scan the goal to see if he's going for, if the opponent is going for meta terms of archers. That's like a small tip that works. Yeah, the best way to dodge the arrows from the TC is probably strafing. Like, you don't want to go this way because then you lead all the shots, but if you go, like if you strafe at this point, you lead the shots anyway, the arrows, but from here you can dodge some of the arrows. From here you'll dodge every arrow. So that's the way, like, you want to strafe with the scout, so you or just move it like in zigzag so you don't get hit. That's the only thing how to avoid. Like, you need to pay attention and when you're a scout so you don't eat the TC. Like, he saw the goal and he saw the wood line, so it's pretty obvious that the guy was either, like, when you see this wood line, is like his TC is obvious, it's here or maybe here. So that's like you need to pay attention, and he even might have seen the deers, so you need to pay attention on what's going on. Okay, okay, so he's upping with 21 pop, which is really good, and now 20, well, actually 21 villagers, which is fine with Mayans. It's a good timing, and now he kind of needs to wall everything and really use this Mayan bonus. Okay, I'm not so sure about walling this way. You probably want to, instead of wasting so much, just wall this part and wall here and wall here, something like that, and then just a wall here. You're gonna, like, if you wall like this, you're gonna spend more time and resources walling like that, and it doesn't really help that much. You probably wanna wall the end of this map on both sides. That's all. So going up, not tying a third. Okay, so he's gonna go for archers probably, but not tying a second lumber camp really is really bad. Like, you're gonna float a lot of food at this point. Probably need more on wood. Okay, the enemy is gonna go stable, like I said, that because of the 3 villagers, and probably if you scan the goal you would know that he was gonna go stables. Okay, there's a hole here. Yeah, the walling is fine, but much more better if you wall till the end of the map. Like, much more better, because then he can still raid your wood with archers, and you're gonna be more exposed everywhere, and you can expand so easily. Okay, since a double beat axe is it's like the upgrade you always need to get. No matter what strat you are doing, the axe, you need to get it every time. As soon as you get to feudal age, you need to get it, because let's say you have 8 villagers on wood, then if you get the axe, it's 2 extra villagers more. So yeah, Martian walls are really cheap. Okay, so you need to finish walling here, make a gate here, and probably finish walling. Then it's gonna be totally fine. Thing is, at this point you want to start adding farms, and if you're gonna go one range, like, there's many stuff going on right now, so if you wanna go one archery range, then it's fine, but you kinda need to get Core Scholar too and start farming. This house scared you a bit because you can farm well here. You need to always leave at least 3 tiles from TC, so you can farm well around TC. Yeah, well, you can still, even if you lose the scout, you know where the edge of the map is. So instead of doing this big wall, just wall to the edge of the map. It's a shorter wall, and here too. Instead of doing this long wall, just wall to the edge of the map because you know it's really close. So that's the one of the things we noticed that could have done better. And the second one, if you are going to go for one archery range, you need to still do horse color and start adding farms as soon as it's done, and then just finish walling because the scouts can still go in and can do a lot of damage to the wood line or to the where is this protect. But you kinda need a second lumber camp here. Okay, second archery range. That's good. So you need to finish the wall and keep doing archers and villagers. That's all. And our farm. Let's see the opponent. The opponent already is farming, and he has 3 scouts. So he's not fully walled, but in the process. But he knows where he's scouting you a lot, so he knows what's going on. So this wall is really good. You need to start farming. Okay, perfect. And don't send more to gold. You have 7 guys and a lot of gold, so you don't really need more gold. Like 5 in gold is fine. Just need to start adding farms. And probably a second lumber camp would help for the efficiency. It's still a very good. Okay, so you have a good combination. The only problem is schemes really counter you, so you need to start mixing in some schemes later. And that's why you don't really need 9 guys on gold. Like you need to second lumber camp and start adding a lot of farms. This guy has 2 more farms than you, but started out a lot earlier, so rat coach. Yeah, so you're fully walled. These scouts won't do anything, and you need to move out once either once you have fletching or you are starting to do fletching, because then these archers are gonna die a lot to the, even though you have this. If he gets like 3 skirms, which he probably has already, then you're gonna be dead there. Okay, he has 2. But let's talk about villager count. It's the same. It's all fine. You had a bit idle etc, so all good. But this is like he's saying you, so you just need to go back at this point. Okay, it's important to keep buying farm because you're gonna take a while to go. And maybe horse collar was a good idea, but if you go to ranges, it's okay to delay it. You don't really need it. And okay, you fixed the goals, the guys on gold, so that's good. Okay, the spears, you kinda need them with the archers. So this is what we said. He has the skirms, he can even kill your archers and your spears too, so that's the problem. You need fletching, you need to move out with fletching. And even if you do that, then the skirms can focus down your spears. So you just need to keep adding archers and some skirms too. He has no fletching. Okay, don't have the ranges idle. You need to keep adding units. And keep adding villagers and farms, that's all. Okay, let's speed up a bit. Yeah, there's like... I think keep buying archers is fine, but you have to... You'll have... Okay, this is really good. You got 3 of his skins for free. And he has no fletching, so you can fight with archers against skins. I don't know why he didn't add... Okay, he didn't add fletching yet. He has a blacksmith, but by fletching you're in a good spot. I mean, at this point you are ahead because you have a better army, and then also the score difference is just scouting. See, he has scouted a lot more, and he scouted everywhere around your base, and you didn't scout anything. So he's only ahead because of the scouting, and the build count you're even ahead. So you're a bit better than him right now. So let's keep on going. Like, you need to move out and look for somewhere to do damage, because you can, like, if he fucks up, you can get inside his base around here, because he needs to market wall to avoid you from getting inside, and you can probably kill this really easy. Just add sometimes it's good to add an eagle, like do a one eagle arrow, eagle warrior to kill this, so you don't have idle time here.
Shot it.
And he's really bothering you with this. It's a lot of idle time.
Capiche?
He's even adding a second range. Yeah, you're doing much better than him, but you need to focus, like,
Ashique?
wall here and try not to. He must not get inside. That's why you need 2 lumber camps too. Like, you don't have the wood for another lumber camp, and this really hurts you. And you went inside in probably the worst place you could have gone inside.
Capiche?
But yeah, you're still gonna get inside, so it's all good. Just move in now. And also try, don't allow him to go inside. And the problem here is, like, you can go up now, and that's good, but at the same time you're getting the wood really bad.
Shot it.
Yeah, you can do the archer arrow, the archer armor after going up. You need to go up, like, you could have gone up probably at the same time that he is going up. So, like, he's going up, and that's why you have such a villager lead. But yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of things going on at this point. Like, you had the archery ranges idle for quite some time and floating a lot of gold, which could have been made into archers, because the problem with going to archery ranges is that you need to play aggressive, because to archery ranges delays your farming a lot. That means you're gonna be up later, instead of him that he got a stable really fast and started farming much earlier, and then he's going for the heavy skirms or even cavalry archers thing. Like, you're gonna do a lot of damage with this, but you could have gone up much faster than you haven't clicked. Okay, you're clicking up now, but you could have got 2 or 3 villagers even. So these 2 skirms, yeah, kinda hurt you. All you need to do is 1 eagle warrior and just defend. And if he tries to kill your eagle with the scouts, just have a few archers or even some, like, all this wasted time wouldn't happen if you had 2 lumber camps. So remember, like, you need always to have 2 lumber camps. It's like you get it back so fast that 100 wood you spend on the second lumber camp. Probably here is not the best way because it's already tiles away. You want it here inside or even here. So okay, so the thing here is that he wasted a lot of time in your villagers getting wood in a bad way. That's all wrong just because of this, which was a really good play from him, but you could have countered it really fast and easy with an eagle warrior or even a second lumber camp. So and let's see how much damage you do here. Remember to try to get close so they don't miss, and you can even hit the farm guy. Yeah, just run away from skirms. You wanna do some damage. You want to kill villagers, then focus the skirms. Just keep going for the villagers. You know he has a lot here, so no. Where are you going? Why? Like, he had 15 villagers. That's half his economy there. Yeah, that's exactly half his economy. Like, and you could probably kill them all. So, and you saw that. So this is a mistake because he only has 1 villager, and then he's gonna get knights out. Like, he has 5 in the queue now, which is a lot. So at one point he's gonna clear this out. You just, like, this is, yeah, like we saw the forward did let you see it. You probably didn't see them in time. I guess you were watching ourselves, but you knew they were running here because you were chasing them. Yeah, but yeah, this is just for you to improve, of course. That it's not really, I'm not criticizing your game. It's just there's some stuff that you could have done better, and that would probably win you the game if you did that. Like this move, if you went down here, you would probably won the game, because you would, like, 4 skirms can stop this many archers, and these many archers just will slaughter all these villagers because they are really far away from TC, and there's nothing he can do to stop from losing all these villagers. So let's see how it goes. Okay, and the skirms are still here boring. Just remember, 1 eagle can clear this out, and there aren't even scouts on site. Okay, you are still killing villagers, so like the villager difference is pretty big, like 12 villagers. Okay, and you're gonna kill more. Just need to keep moving. Okay, he's back there, but his economy is a mess now, and you see it now. Just okay, go in. That's a good move. Okay, keep killing. I don't know how you lost this game, man. Okay, you need to keep chasing. Okay, now you can shoot the scouts and use the spears on the knights. Knights have no upgrades, not even bloodlines, so they are really weak. Your archers can do a lot of damage. Yeah, you're still fine. Okay, you need to at this point there's a big problem. Yeah, I think he lost the game still, but there's a big problem. I think another reason why you're losing, or yeah, you are winning actually this game, because you have 14 more villagers and you're about to hit castle age. But look at your economy. Like, you have so much food and so much gold. Like, you need to, if you're gonna go crossroads, you need to keep doing archers. And also, if you want to do a switch to eagles, you need to start doing eagles early. And also while going up, you need to get gold upgrade. So I don't know, having the archery range is idle so much time, it's bad for you, because once you lose this army, then you have no army at your home, and you don't have a follow-up to this. You want to have a follow-up to keep doing damage and keep putting pressure on your opponent, and there's no follow-up. Like, everything is idle. You're just on your way to Imperial Age almost, which you don't really want to go for in fast Imperial Age. So okay, you start dying now, archers. Okay, you're making horse color now. Probably want to make it a bit earlier, because see, you just refreshed like 5 farms, and this is the exact moment when the farms start expiring. So you want to do horse color before the farms start expiring, so you get the extra food. Okay. Also, gold upgrade is very important. Okay, now you lose the army, but see, the villager lead is huge. You have 12 more villagers, but now you can't be sending archers there. You need to stay at home, start booming up, and prepare another wave of archers. Yeah, always after clicking up to castle. Like, you need, if you're going for 2 ranges, you can, once you click up to castle, you need to keep producing archers if you're gonna go for crossroads, or start doing the switch to eagles if you are gonna go for eagles, and then start making horse color and gold upgrade. That's all. As soon as you get to castle, like, you might wanna do wheelbarrow before going up, or as soon as you go up, depending on how many farms you have to, because wheelbarrow is really big on the farming. It's not so big on the wood or on the gold or on the stone. It really makes a difference on the farming, because it's like a big bonus on the farms. So +1 defense is not really necessary. Depending on how much food you have, you can do it, or if you're kind of low and you're gonna want to use the food on our upgrades, you can skip it. That, like, it's not really necessary to have the +1 defense. Like, you don't even need it in feudal age, and it might not be even necessary while you go up. As soon as you go up, if you're going for crossroads, then you want to have enough food, gold and wood for Boso, which you're doing, which is fine. Crossbow upgrade, of course, and you want to do Bodkin arrow, yeah, which you're doing too. So I mean, and now you got, like, you have a boot problem, because these skirms kind of fuck you up. So you would be wanting to add either a 30C, or if you know he's gonna go for knights, even though he has no upgrades on the knights, you might want to go for a fast monastery. Okay, keep buying archers, crossbows. Okay, the +2 defense, just if you want to make it, not really that necessary. You probably want to do heavy blow and start doing a lot of yeah, that's a good moving. So I think you're doing fine at this point. You could have done a lot of damage, but like, you don't know what's going on, but you see the cavalry archers now, so you kind of expect what's going on. You need to wall before he gets in with the knights, and also you want to do a university here. You need ballistics to counter this. Like, he's going for an all-in with, okay, not all-in, 2 TCs, and going for a lot of cavalry archers. He doesn't even have still no bloodlines. Yeah, probably if okay, the farm number is fine. It's just not. Just need to keep. Okay, why are you making a switch to pikes? You just need to go crossbows with ballistics. Like you have the wood and the gold. Uh, and you're doing fine. You still have 10 more villagers. Like you want to keep adding crossbows and probably add ballistics. Okay, ballistics might be on the way. Hey Wolf, thanks again for the gifted sub, man. Okay, so far you're fine. I would recommend you to have your TCs on a control group too, so you don't have to cycle manually between it for each TC, and just keep adding villagers and adding villagers. Like you never have your TCs idle, and then never have your archery range idle, or at least almost never. As soon as you get ballistics, you wanna go out, move out, and see what's going on. See if you can do any damage. See if he's making siege like mangonels to counter your crossbows. Because like cavalry archers with no bloodlines, you will break them with ballistics, and you even have the +2 defense. So like at this point you're ahead in the score. Even the score says, and you scouted much less than him again. So you're even more ahead than what the score says, because you have like almost 15 more villagers. And the army, a bigger army, a slightly better KD, so you can do a lot of damage with this if you move out with ballistics, and you can even get into his economy. Here he has like get inside, he has the exposed wood line, and then he's only on 2 TCs, so you're gonna keep having more difference. So you're gonna keep adding more difference with the 3 TCs, so your economy is gonna be much better. I don't know how you lost this game so far, but hey, ballistic is on the way. That's perfect. Yeah, your woodlands is a problem. You have your 3 TCs idle. You need to keep adding builds. Keep adding builds all the time, and keep adding farms. Probably heavy blow is a good idea since you have the economy and you don't have the upgrade. Heavy blow would be good at this point, so you start adding good farms. Okay, yeah, I keep doing this is fine. You probably need a monastery to gather the relics, like ballistics, but you need to do damage now. Like move out. All your base is protected. You can start adding a lot of farms. You don't need the wood. Keep buying villagers. Like he's gonna try to raid you, but he doesn't even have ballistics, so the raid and a really slow number. He has no ballistics, and see his army is a disaster. He has no wood army, only raiding your wood. You can probably leave 2 crossbows in each side and you'll be fine. You need to go for you need to move out. Like you're in a huge lead here. Like you need to do more damage. He's probably gonna add a 3rd TC, or no, not yet. He's going in for a siege, so he's still on 2 TCs, and you're adding hand card, which is fine. But probably you want to add it later, like while you're going up to him, because at this point you probably wanna click up. Since you're playing so defensive, you wanna try to click up soon. Okay, you're doing all the economy upgrades, and he's gonna play more aggressive. Yeah, but he had mobility, but as long as he didn't have any mangonel, you can do damage to him. I mean, he still, I mean, he has bloodlines now, but his army number is really low. You can always scout with an eagle or 2 eagles, send them scout to see what's going on. That really helps you, because if you see that he has a really low number of knights and whatever, and with shitty upgrades, because like right now +1 is really low, so you can do a lot of damage if you just know what's going on. Remember to keep scouting a lot, so you know if he's going for a forward siege or whatever. So okay, like you have a huge economy. You just since you stayed at home, you just need to try to go up soon. And that's right. You probably need to click up now. You're missing the monastery. Okay, and you see siege. So like you're doing the monastery now. So you know what's going on now. He's gonna try to do some damage, and at this point you just need to keep adding archers, crossbows, and yeah, keep adding units, and probably a siege workshop to counter his, or even a castle here, and that's gonna stop the push. What's the clip, man? What clip? Okay, so we are going up to Imperial, and let's look at his economy. He's investing an all castling push, and he wants to have you control. That's the problem of playing so defensive. Like, it's cool to play defensive and go out with arbalest with obsidian arrow, but the thing is here, like, you need more army at this point. You need to add more archer ranges, more whatever, depending on what you're gonna do. You probably don't want to go eagles because he has knights with +2 and they do okay against eagles. You will probably want to go full arbalest, considering he only has 5 skirms. So oh, I didn't see the clip, I'm gonna see it later. So what you want to do is, like, at this point, or even much earlier, like, you're gonna lose this range. So you want to add like 3, 4, 5 archer ranges and a castle to defend this push, and then get to imp, get arbalest, and push out with arbalest. Kind of what Chris tried to do against me, but since I gave him some space to go out, and then I just killed him when he went out, and I had full map control. So you just need to be careful with that, because you have a great economy. Like, you have 23 more villagers than your enemy, but you are not spending your resources, so you need more archer ranges, more units out. If you want, keep adding pikes, it's okay, because pikes do fine against knights. So, but you need to keep adding units, and probably need to add a castle and even a siege workshop, because at one point you want to defend against this mangonel, because if he lands a good shot on you, then he can push you. Yeah, let's take. Okay, if you reacted a bit earlier, then you'll be much better spot. You are still in a good spot, because you are going to him, and he's pushing you. The thing is, like, you are losing your crossbows here, and you need to keep your crossbows alive, because you want to, like, he's killing your crossbows, which is really bad, because you're gonna get to Imperial Age and have no army. And you're not producing any army, and look at your resources. You could look at his. I mean, even though his economy is shit, he's spending all his resources he has on military, and that's fine. And you have a great economy, and you're not using your resources. You need to produce like 5 archery ranges at this point, doing mass crossbows. You should have the castle up a bit earlier too, so. Like, you're still doing good, and that's a good split too, but you need to keep splitting. Okay, not that bad. The +2 saved you a bit, but you're gonna lose your crossbow number here, and that's the thing. Like, losing the crossbow number really hurts you, because you're gonna take a while to get the number again, and the economy, like, you're still doing a lot of villagers, which is fine, but you need to start adding production buildings. That's it. Okay, the castle is fine. Probably would have been much earlier. As soon as you saw this push, you needed to do the castle here. And he only had 1 mangonel at that point. And you can use the monk to convert too. Like, now you're losing a lot of villagers, and the villager count, the villager difference is not that big anymore. Suddenly, it's winning, and you're gonna get to Imperial Age with no army. And now you're sending everything to the castle. So this is probably the GG. So you go to Imperial Age, okay, making murder hosts, not really necessary. And you're doing the full pikes, okay. I mean, I think the huge problem here is that you added the military buildings a bit late. He's still in Castle Age for a while, and he's still adding full knights, so even though you did that huge mistake, you're still in the game. Yeah, that's a desperate move. Like, but at least you're still fine. You're in the game. He's still in Castellation. You're in Imperial, and you have a good amount of resources. Even though you have 20 less villagers, remember you have 20 more. He did a lot of damage, but and you resign. Oh, you still won the game. Okay. Uh, I think you could have won much easier though. What are you? Wicello is 1.4k. So let's do a quick recap before we move on with the slam show match, which should be in a few minutes. But the thing about this game is that you had your TC a bit idle, you had your ranges idle a lot also, and you didn't have any production building to like once you get to late Castle Age, you want to start adding ranges and start adding barracks or whatever unit you're gonna pump, like whatever unit you're gonna do, you need to start adding things and try to like put a wood castle defending your base or either controlling a part of the map or whatever. So like that move was a bit desperate, like making that castle, but it was fine because the enemy was only on 2 TCs from forever and he was forever in Castle Age. He just resigned, even though he was ahead in villager count. I don't think he was, and you had no army, so I don't know why he resigned. Actually, he saw the score and said whatever, which is bad, but he actually was winning the game, even though he wasn't in imp. He just needed to keep making knights and just expanding his economy. So just remember to do that and you'll be a bit in a better spot for sure. Like make the castle earlier and start making military buildings earlier and start spamming units. That's all you need to do. And crossbow was fine because he only had knights. Probably a few monks earlier would have been good too. Okay, so let's move on to the show match. See, the economy is, you were in a better spot.